What's up, YouTube? Jeff, your Style O.G. And on today's video, I'm going to give you my best tips to be more confident if you're an introvert or shy. If you're new to the channel, we release a new video every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, discussing various men's lifestyle topics such as style, grooming, and dating. I invite you to subscribe, tap that notification bell, and join us. And to my returning friends like Raymond Tarpley, salute. Now, you'll often hear a man should be confident. Women like men that are confident. Confidence helps you be more successful. That's all well and good, but what if you're introverted or shy? How do you build up this confidence? Trust me, I feel you, and that's what we're going to talk about on today's video. On today's video, I'm going to give you a bunch of tips that if you work on them will increase your confidence even if you're shy. So without any further delay, let's hop right into it. Now, my first tip might be one of the most important. That's to stop marketing yourself or labeling yourself as shy to begin with. One of the things about labeling yourself as shy or letting other people know that you're shy, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Once you keep telling yourself and other people that you're shy, you become more of that. And here's a little secret. A lot of people might not even realize that you're introverted or shy unless you tell them. Stop telling them. And on the other hand, if you keep telling yourself you're shy, you'll continue to believe that. It becomes a vicious cycle. Now, I'm not telling you to not be self-aware and realize that you're introverted. Just stop hanging on to it and clinging on to that definition. I think one of the most powerful things you can do to up your confidence is to stop saying and broadcasting that you're shy to begin with. Next up on the list is a tip I've been using my whole life. Believe it or not, I'm an introvert, always have been. That's one of the reasons why I got into style. I noticed that when I was dressed well and felt good about my image, I felt more confident. When I walked into the room, I didn't feel the need to talk so much. What I had on spoke for me. And that's one of the big reasons why I got into style to begin with. It allowed me to put out an image of myself without having to say a word. A lot of communication is nonverbal. If you up your style and your image, you don't have to say as much. It'll make you more comfortable and more confident. It's worked throughout my life for me, and I definitely believe it can work for you. If you're introverted, up your style and image, you'll feel much more comfortable about how you look and more comfortable about yourself. Now, one of the issues that an introverted or shy guy will have is that he tends to analyze and focus on his self-proclaimed weaknesses. To build up your confidence, I believe you should do the exact opposite. Analyze and lean on your strengths. Now, I don't care how shy you are, you know you do have some positive attributes. Focus on them. If you focus too much on your weaknesses, naturally it's going to make you more uncomfortable. What I recommend you do, especially in a social situation, talk about the things you have a good knowledge base of. Emphasize what you believe to be the stronger parts of your personality. If that's your intellect, focus on that. If you have a good sense of humor, focus on that. If you're a great listener, do that. Here's the thing. When you're in a social situation, it will always make you feel more confident if you're in your wheelhouse. So one of the things I highly suggest you do some self-inventory. Analyze and lean on your strengths. Next up is another tip I feel very strong about. What I want you to do, turn your lens outward. Here's what I mean. An introverted or shy guy who's lacking in confidence will often pay attention to himself too much. You're getting too caught up in your own head. Take a little time to observe the people around you and your surroundings. You may begin to notice you're not the only insecure one. And when you focus more on other people, it gives you less time to worry about your weaknesses. This will also help you get out of your head. Stop that self-fulfilling prophecy. As you're building and working on your confidence, it's better to point your lens outward. This will make it less likely for you to be nervous in social situations. If you're paying attention to the outside world, you're much less likely to worry about your own insecurities. Now, I want to tell you a little secret. No matter how confident or less confident you may be, we all have insecurities. That may be leading to some of your shyness. I almost guarantee that it is. So what you need to do is to work on these insecurities and make them less of a problem. I want you to analyze, write down, and begin to work on it. If you're having some issues with insecurity, You're only going to get better with them by first realizing them and taking action. I often find when you write things down, they might not be as bad as they are when you keep them in your head. And as I said, we all have insecurities. The only way to get over them is to work on them. And of course, you can't work on them if you don't first acknowledge them. So to make you more comfortable in social situations, if you know you're working on or have been working on your insecurities, I guarantee you'll find yourself being less shy. So if you want to build up some confidence, analyze, write down, and get to work on your insecurities. Now, next up on the list, this one might be the most challenging, but I think it will have the best results. If you're introverted, talk to as many people as possible. This falls under the category of practice makes perfect. Now, naturally, an introverted or shy person usually doesn't talk to that many people. But I want you to make it your business to talk to as many people as possible. People you know, strangers, I don't care. I know this is going to be a challenge, but the more you do it, the more comfortable you'll be in social situations. And one of the key things I always do, just ask somebody a question. Listen a lot. Not only will you get to know other people, it takes the focus off of you. And most people that aren't shy have no problem talking about themselves. Let them do the talking. But as you're letting this occur, you'll get more and more comfortable coming out of your shell. So although I admit this may be a tough one, talk to as many people as possible. Now, next up is a technique I've been using for a long time when you have a specific social event you have to go to. Right before that social event, do something you really enjoy. What I found is that when you do something you enjoy right before an anxiety-inducing event, it relaxes you. It puts you in a much more positive mind frame, and it takes some of the stress away. What I often will do, I'll work out before a big social event. This gets my blood pumping, and if I lift some weights, it makes me feel physically stronger and more confident. So whether you choose to exercise or something else you really enjoy, pick something you really like to do right before a social event. It'll make you more relaxed. Next up, I have a very simple tip that can help you in your shy or introverted moments. Work on your posture and your body language. Here's what I mean. When you have good posture, have good eye contact, and strong body language, it naturally makes you feel more relaxed and more confident. It's as simple as standing up straight, pushing your shoulders back, chest out, and giving good eye contact will make you more physically relaxed, translating into more of a mental relaxation. And on top of that, even if it doesn't make you feel more confident, a man with good posture, eye contact, and body language appears more confident to other people. They'll have a hard time knowing you're introverted or shy. An easy way to pick up a little bit more confidence, work on that posture, body language, and eye contact. Here's another cheat code to be more relaxed in social situations. Work on talking more slowly. Here's what happens when an anxious or shy guy starts talking. He'll start talking real fast, fumbling over his words. This will make you feel more anxious, and other people will see you're anxious as well. What you want to do is the opposite. Before you start talking, take a nice deep breath and deliberately talk a little bit more slowly. You're less likely to make a mistake, and this will put you in a much more calm, relaxed frame of mind. Relax, take your time, speak more slowly. You'll be more in control, and you'll appear more in control. Letting your mouth get ahead of your brain is an easy way to make a mistake, making you much more nervous and less confident. Now, one of the things I want you to focus on is to remember to not expect perfection from yourself. That's one of the problems introverted or shy people run into. They're so afraid of making a mistake, they'll lock up. Let me give you a little secret. Nobody is perfect. Even the most confident appearing person has insecurities just like you do. But if you set the bar too high for yourself, you're never gonna reach it. It's okay to mess up sometimes. It's okay to have insecurities. Actually okay to be a little shy. When a social situation is important to people, a lot of people get nervous, believe it or not. By not expecting perfection out of yourself, you're gonna put less pressure on yourself. You'll know that it's okay if you make a social faux pas or two. It happens to everybody. Nobody is perfect. Don't expect it from yourself. Being introverted or shy can affect your confidence. But remember, you're not the only one. Despite me having hundreds of thousands of people watching my videos, I'm still an introvert. That's part of the reason why I started this channel, to give myself more practice talking to other people, even if I can't see you on the other side of the lens. I'm not saying you need to run out and start a YouTube channel, but pick several of the tips I gave you throughout today's video. If you incorporate several of them, I promise you'll notice your confidence shoot up in no time.